Hey guys, Jonah here back with another beer review, and hopefully I won't be gibbering like a loon like I was the other day. So thanks to Philip Nash for pointing out the fact that I was kind of had a glass and I was going like for ages and ages. But I've left that original video up if you want to watch it. The sound's all right, but I don't know what happened to the visuals. Just went completely bonkers and gibbered out. Anyway, that was then. This is now. Um, we're doing another Oktoberfest beer, and in infinite style. Once again, this beer is not really from Germany. It's a German style beer, but not a proper German beer. And it's this one, Thornbridge Tzara, or Tzara, should I say. And it says it's a Koln style beer at 4.8% of the ABV. Um, and Thornbridge are up in Bakewell, where the tarts come from. Sorry, ladies. Um, and it says it's a Koln style beer or a Cologne, because that's where Cologne, that's what we call it, but Koln, if you're German. Um, it's hard to see all this kind of stuff here. Here we go. It says Tzara is a hybrid beer, fermented like an ale, but matured like a lager. Pale gold in colour, delicate, crisp, refreshing beer with slightly bready maltiness. Um, and as we all know, it's a Kolsch. That's what that style of beer is. I don't know if you can kind of call it that. But yeah, they basically involves an ale yeast, but a period of cooling, traditionally done in caves, but probably these days done in fermenting tanks and bringing the temperature down. So it has that lagering kind of thing going on, which is weird because ale, as we all know, dear viewer, don't we? Because we're clever and we get told about these things by beer nerds, kind of like myself. Or I should probably do that to keep things nicely in shot, shouldn't I? Yeah, so interesting style from beer and served by, if I remember rightly, served by people in Koln in leather aprons. Unique thing about Kolsch beers. And what you do is you sit there in the bar, um, and when your beer glass becomes empty, if you just leave it empty, they'll come and fill it up again. Um, and then they'll put a little mark on your against your name or whatever. And then what you do when you don't want them to fill it up anymore, you put the beer mat on the top of the glass to say no. And I wish I knew the name of these guys. Can't remember, but really traditional way of working and beautiful. I think that's a fantastic thing. Things they do in Europe, they do not do in the UK, and they don't do in America or Australia either. They have unique ways of doing things, which is fantastic, in my opinion. Anyway, if we have a look, they've gone for that kind of tribal thing that Thornbridge have done on a lot of their beers lately. And I quite like it, that design. It's really interesting, and the colour is different on each one. And this is kind of like an orange, I guess, colour. Oh, the other thing. Oh, it's even got a gold top. I didn't notice that before. Look at that. Once you've gone gold, you never go back, apparently. Um, and also, I should mention my friend from college, Miles, who always tries to get me to drink Thornbridge beers. He really likes the Jaipur, and I do. Tell you what, sometimes you can get the Jaipur on draft or on cask, I should say even. Um, my God, what a really fantastic beer that is. Now, the only trouble with this is this has not been in the fridge, so maybe it should have been for this style, but I haven't, dear viewer. I haven't. The things I do, it almost as though I kind of planned it that way. but in this case I hadn't. Okay, so no gibber, no explosion on the old trousers. Keep the brethren happy. Right, back to this glass again. Let us do a pour. SJ pour, if you're out there, mate. Cheers and beers to you. Now, this should, and very much does, look very much like a German lager. We are saying 2 fingers, maybe just over, of fantastic, fluffy, golden clear beer here. Super clear. Fluffy white cloud, I should say. Lovely carbonation. Look at those bubbles from the sides. See if it'll focus on them. Lovely, big, definitely carbonation bubbles. Fantastic. And that, my dear, is a super duper crisp beer. Bright. They would call that bright in the olden days. And look, lots of, oh, there's the eye. Lots of lovely, fantastic bubbles. Right, let's do one of these things and we will, oh dear, look at that, dear viewer. My goodness. Should smarten myself up for taking photography, shouldn't I? Outrageous. Right, there we go. Over there, something like that. And a cheeky grin. A kiss for luck and we're on our way, as Karen Carpenter used to say. I haven't started drinking yet today, so I'm not going to sing, don't worry. Right, let's get in. Really lovely, yeasty and bready, that kind of aroma. Fantastic. Tiny bit of sort of zest. Lemon, lime, that kind of thing. And what we should be getting is some nice hop characteristics and some breadiness. Before I start drinking, if you have not done so already, dear viewer, click like and subscribe down below. Really does help me out. Cheers and beers. Okay, really interesting. I was expecting a bit of sharpness, but then that's because my eyes were deceiving me, because this is not a lager. This is a Koln style beer, or a Kolsch, we'll call it. Quite a lot of residual sweetness, which is weird considering it's such a clean, crisp lager looking beer. Sweetness and a little bit of breadiness. That punch from the hops that I was expecting, and I think, does it say? Don't think it says, but I'm pretty sure these are going to be using traditional style, which would be for this beer in Germany, Hallertauer, Hallertauer Mitfru, something like that. And the bitterness is there, but it's not up front like a lager would be. This is so much more about the malts and residual sweetness. That lemoniness, zestiness. It is there, but it's far in the background. This is first up sweet, then malt, then nice finish. It's bitter, but it's not dry. It's got a nice sort of quenching bitterness, but it's not super dry like a lager would be. Okay. A little bit more bitterness up front. I'm licking my lips because that sweetness kind of coating my lips a little bit. A little bit more of that lemon character. What are we looking at? 4.8%. Not sure if I said that. I think I did say that at the beginning. Really nice beer. Really nice, refreshing, unusual. If you had this in the bar bought for you and you didn't know, you'd be like, right, that's a lager. It is not. And then you drink some and go, wait a minute, what's going on? This is unusual. I would say this is in the lager stakes, shall we say, this is less like a German lager per se, and more like a kind of Bohemian lager. And even got some lovely lacing on the glass, which I kind of wasn't expecting, to be perfectly honest. But that, my dears, is a fantastic beer. Gets the thumbs up from me anyway. If you can find one of these, Tzara by Thornbridge, go and get one. And if you've had it, let me know down in the comments below what you thought of it. Is my sort of assumption of this, is that what happened to you too? Interesting. Anyway, there's going to be more beer reviews coming out real soon. If you want to see what I'm up to beer wise, because I'm doing lots of beers that I'm not filming on camera, pardon me, including a pub crawl that I'm doing on Saturday. It's Thursday today, so doing this on Saturday with the camera guys. We're going to do a trip around Broadstairs, which should be really fun. Going to some pubs, including my one of the best pubs around the Royston, which is the Thanet pub of the year, and is within walking distance of my house. There's two actual stops before we get there, but I think I'm going to start there. Go there a little bit early because it's a fantastic place to go. If you're ever in the area down in Broadstairs or surrounding Thanet, definitely go down to the Royston. Really, really good place. So it's a little bit small, but fantastic place. You won't regret it. Anyway, like I said before, I'm going to be back with more beer reviews real soon. You guys take care of each other, and we'll see you real soon.